Hi everybody, welcome to Dixie Quilters. This is Marlene. Glad you're with me. We're going to tackle the Woolly Whims block of the month, and this is block 4. You see? Oh, I can't show you the cutting. There we go. Right there. Can you see Woolly O? Oh, Woolly, a little gray one. This is block 4. So we're moving right along on this keepsake project, and it's under $20 a month, so it's sort of fun to do, including shipping. So every now and then you can find a really good block of the month that's very reasonable, I think. Anyway, so here we go. We'll get started here. We have our thread in place, and we have a place to put all of our clamps. So first things first, we're going to start with the head unit, alphabet U, which is one of the black ones. Let's see, alphabet U. 3 L's. I think are those the tiny little ones? Those are P's. L's. We'll find some little tiny L's. Here they are. And we're going to put L's on the corners on 3 of them. 3 corners. So, I don't know why we have 2 of those. We only need 1 head. Two and a half by 2. Oh yeah, only 1. Well, we have an extra. Okay, and we'll put the alphabets right over here, and we'll use 3 of these little L's. And it's said to make 6 of them. 1, 2, 3. There. 3 more. Back in that mix she goes. Okay, we'll put these corners on. Pretty warm here. How about it with you? It's about 93 or 4 outside, and I have the fan on, and I think it must be about 80 in my sewing room. I'm upstairs. But it's not that humid heat that some of you get. It's a very dry heat, and so it's very doable. Okay, here we go. And another one. You know, putting these little corners on makes it be sort of rounded looking. Are you all working on projects today? It's sort of a hot day. I hope you have air conditioning. Boy, I don't want to use an iron today. Maybe I'll just use a roller. I have this out for emergencies when it's too blasted hot to use an iron. Okay, so there's our little head. And let's see, we need a alphabet J. Here it is. Okay, so that's that one. And we're gonna, I'm gonna, oh, the arrow says to press it towards the larger piece. So that would make sense because the heavier seam would be going the other way. Okay, now we're gonna make an ear unit. So we need an alphabet T. And let's see, what color is it? It's a dark color, so here we go. Here's the ear. I have a little bend in it, so we'll straighten that out. And we need 2 alphabet P's. Here we go. P's, please. And let's see, they go on opposite corners. All right, let's do that. Opposite corners. Well, we better get that other corner out of the way. All right, then let's get this one. And unit Q and a L, alphabet L. Here we go. Okay. All right, so that takes us through the first page. All right, now let's see, we're going to stitch the T unit on top of the Q unit. I wonder what happened to that little O part. Did they say to put that on over here? No, they didn't. But it shows that there's an O. Yeah, there's an O unit that's supposed to go on top of that. So it doesn't say to do it. Oh, no, it does. It says stick the O on the top of that. Okay, well, we'll do that. Now this looks like it's just a little bit misshapen. Okay. Stitch that on top of that. Okay, we got the ear. This is the N unit. And we need another L. Now I cut it out so that we would have that little lammy right in the middle of the body, upside right, sorta, instead of upside down. So I'm gonna position it like this. Put the L in the corner. All right, so here's our body. No, upside down. Here's our body. And we're going to make the tail unit next. Here's the ear unit. And the head unit. Did I do that wrong? I think I did that wrong. Fiddlesticks. Well, I guess we'll need to cut another body. We've got plenty of fabric. That's a good thing. Yeah, that'll do. Lots and lots of extras. I bet we could make a whole nother one. Or nearly. What do you think? Well, we won't know till we're done, but I mean, goodness, there's a lot left over. All right, so we're gonna redo this piece. And this time I'm gonna do it so that this little lammy shows. And we'll just cut that to fit. And we'll need an extra L, won't we? Because I used up my L. All right. Well, we could reuse this L. We'll just do that. Okay, so we want the L unit positioned on this corner over here. Wrong way. My goodness, I'm really getting nuts, aren't I? Maybe it's hotter than I think it is up here. Okay, let's try that again. Now, so this corner is going to be like that. Did you see what I did wrong? I hope you never do what I do, right? Perfect. Practically perfect in every way, right? Now then, now these guys will go together pretty good. Take off a few of those little hairs. There we go. And then the next thing is the tail unit. That is number an L, the last L. A R. Is that the R? Yes, it is. And a K. Here's a K. All right, so the R and the K go together. Okay. And then one more L on top of there. Okay. Nope. Okay, now here's our tail unit. Can you see all of those? No. Well, let's take you up in the air a little more. There, now you can see what I'm talking about, for goodness sakes. So, according to the map here, we have all these pieces put together, and then we put the feet on. So let's just go down the line and we'll put these pieces together. Okay, and now we put the ear section on. And the headpiece. What do you think? Looks like a lamb. Sorta. I think they're just cute as buttons. Okay, so there's our lamb. Which way does the tail go? Towards the exit, okay. Okay, now for the leg unit. Those are the S's with M's. And let's see, we have 2 legs. Then we also have some H's. I bet these are they. So they go light, dark, and I. And then we have the little corners here. And I mean tiny. They're 3/4 of an inch by 3/4. Okay, we'll start by putting these little tiny things on. Try to line them up nice and square on there. Not exactly, but I think close enough. There we go. Okay. Woo! Those are tiny little boogers. Now that's harder to do. I think we can tug them into place when we're sewing them. So light, dark, okay? Okay. Okay, and then one more piece. Well, this is coming together real quickly. You know, that's the best part about this one, is that it's sort of fun to make these shapes. And then, somebody there, Hannah? Well, somebody might be downstairs. I'm gonna go check. Hi. Okay, we're gonna put the feet onto the lammy, and then we'll show you the finished product. Okay, what do you think? Cute little booger. Cute little lammy. Hi, lammy. Okay, so this next part is going to be making some corner units and star units. I think it's pretty straightforward. Let's see. Oh yes, and one more piece goes on top of the sheet. Stitch G to the top of the middle sheep unit and stitch leg unit to the bottom. Okay. Well, that's what we're doing. Now, why is that too short? Block should be 6.5 by 6.5. Doggone it. My block is, well, 6.5. What is this one? 6.5. Oh, almost 7. Well, fiddlesticks. That must mean that my seams are tiny. No, they look right. And that came out just right. It's like 3/4. Well, I'll sort of squeeze it in there the best we can. Now, you guys never do anything like that. You know, squeeze it in there. None of that. Don't do any of that stuff. Looks pretty good. I think it'll press in just nice. Okay, so that's done. There's our sheep, all done. Can you see it? There. It comes in at about 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. Supposed to be 6.5, so I'll remember that when I'm adding all the other parts to it. Now these are the A blocks, and we put some C, and corner units. Use the flipped corner method and stitch E on one corner of an A. Okay, E.
And there's 4 A's, so let's just make one and then go from there. So this will be our little upright. And then the corner unit is going to go and the C unit will go down here. Okay, well let's put all 4 of them together then. No, we'll straighten them up as they go to the machine. Getting sticky and hot up here. What happened there? Oh, it's the thread, yeah. Coming out of there. I think it just got... Oh, there's still some on there. Oh. Yeah, I forgot I needed to thread it also. These are great. They're forceps. So Sanford had them 6 or 8 months ago. Probably one of, and it even has a little sewing machine on it. Oh, isn't that cute? Those work great. Oh, one more. Okay. Okay, we got those done. Now we're going to do the star units of D with beads. Oh, the beads needed to be cut. I guess I haven't cut those yet. Alright. So let's see, how are the beads supposed to be cut? Cut on both diagonals. Okay, we can do that. Oh, I almost used it upside down. There we go. Alright, so these are going to be the star points of, I believe they're going to be like flying geese. There's so many ways to make a flying goose. I usually try to mix these guys up, so I'm going to lay them all out like I'm supposed to. I like to put them going the wrong directions, don't you? You probably have a much better control of it than I do. Let's see, if you put them on point, that helps control what you're doing with them. You see what I'm doing here? Okay. Oh, see, right there, tried to do the wrong one. Okay, so now we'll sew on. Trying very difficultly to get them on accurately, so that when they do fold out, they fold out correctly. Is that how that goes? Yeah. Okay. Now we'll try to open these up with this little rolling press. And it says to press towards the white. So hope I'm doing it the correct way here. Yeah, yep, that's the right. I think we'll just put a few little clampers there, make sure we get them in the right direction. No, 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 no. There. Now it goes towards the white. I think I'm hot and quiet. Sorry, I'm not giving you hardly any entertainment today. There. Alright, well let's get these done. We may actually get this whole thing done, you know? Oh, that worked out okay, huh? Okay, so we've got those guys done. Now let's go on to this page here, where we are adding the orange to it. So let's see here, we've got... Oh, for goodness sakes, we have to... Alright, well, if we fold them in half, that'll give us the midline, right? And then if it goes right on that seam, we should be good. We'll just put on one side first. It doesn't seem right, though, because it shows the corners coming together there. And it's going to be bigger than that. Well, let's see. Let's see just what does come up here. And it folds out towards the orange. Well, it's supposed to be 3.5 by 6.5. Let's try one more and see what the size is. I mean, it's possible I did something wrong, but maybe we're just supposed to trim it to shape. I don't know. We'll give it a try. Well, let's see. It's 7.5 inches by 4. So it's 1.5 inches too long. I wonder if I got them wrong. Let's see. The orange squares were supposed to be 4, 3 and 7/8. Oh, I did 4 and 7/8. I think you could just trim them down though, because right here would be 1, 2, 3 and 7/8. And that'd still give us plenty of room for seam. I think I'm going to go ahead and make them as is and then trim all the same, instead of having one big and one little, whatever's. Well, it goes to show, it's awfully hard to be accurate. Now let's see, how does that go? It goes like this, and then it goes like this. So this goes crossed. I like this color. It's sort of like paprika. Is that the color they call it? Oh, yes. That wasn't an original idea, was it? Okay, next. Okay. I think we'll just finish these and call it good because it is really getting hot up here. So. use my flying geese tool. Here's one of them from the Creative Motion Company, but I've got 2 others, and if this isn't big enough, then later ones will work. But that's a really good tool to have, is a flying geese tool. And the ones that I have, there's more than one shape, size, so I can handle big ones and smaller. No, I didn't flatten that one down. This is one of those really nice big ones. This one's from Creative Grids. But I think it was a gift in the quilt box from, the Mystery Quilt box from Soft Squares in 2024. I know they've got another one out right now. I wonder what kind of grid measuring device are you getting in this current box? I'd be interested to hear about it. So let's see what that turns into. We need a 3.5 by 6.5. Here's a 3.5 by 7. Well, let's look for another one here. Oh, I know I've got a number of them. Let's see what this one does. 3.5 by 6.5. Okay, well then this one will work. Let's see, this is 3.5 by... Oh, this is 3 1/4 by 6. Well then it's not going to work, is it? Let's see if there's different sizes over here. 3.5 by 6.5 is what I want. Nope, not on that one. 3.5 by 6.5. Okay, good, that's right there. 6.5, 3.5. Oh, wow, how lovely. That is 3.5 by 6.5. Right, okay. So let's see, we put the apex. Let's see, which one is it? 3.5 by 6.5. And it's that one right there that I got marked, so I put that here. 3.5 by 6.5. 3.5. Okay, then I'm going to cut this. Luckily, we have plenty of extra if I have to redo the whole thing, but... And then you put this on 3.5 by 6.5, and you put the apex right back there again. Perfect. Well, we get a roundabout way of getting there, don't we? I just cannot seem to make something without a boo-boo. But, you know, I just keep it going. Seemingly, we are able to solve most of the problems. Now that is going to short us. Nope, it'll be just a little bit skewed, but it'll be okay. Okay. Now we're going to do 3.5 by 6.5. Line those two guys up. That's about right on the bunny. Perfectamundo. Okay, let's fix this one. Let's see here, the 3.5 is this guy right there. And that's a little bit off. I wonder why that is.
Well, what do you think? There it is. I think it's okay. That'll be really pretty. I'm gonna sew it up again later tonight when it's cooler. I'm done up here. Thanks for being with me. It's a little bit of a cockeyed movie, but we got some work done, and I'm happy. And it was an extra day off because I was on call and work during the weekend. So this is nice. Anyway, next time we're going to work on, I think I'm going to work on a little bit of more of the Sew Sampler Gâteau to rhyme with chateau, unless somebody corrects me. And so that'll be our next one we're going to work on. And then, well, I promised myself I would do the June blocks for Christmas figs and for Civil War and for whatever the other third one is that I'm doing month to month before I start the iridescent bees with their honeycombs on the bee quilt. So I've got some busy work to do here, all my June projects, before I can get started on something exciting. And hopefully we'll get that started, we'll get all those other ones done and started before the 15th of the month when we're doing our next Callie & Co. So I've got my work cut out for me. I hope you do too. Keep your spreadsheet or your journal going with what you're working on, when you're working on it. Seems to go a lot more efficiently that way and less wondering what to pick up the next time you come in your sewing room. Okay, have a lovely, lovely day, and God bless. Bye-bye.